Alright, I'm going to be testing guard mode in 3rd Age Total War. So I'm going to be assessing the performance of units fighting infantry, heavy infantry fighting from guard mode versus out of guard mode. And to do it, I'm going to use Gondor against Mordor. And I'm going to give myself loads of money. And I'm going to bring Gondor infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And spearmen. 1, 2, 3, 4. And fountain guard. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to alternate them. And then for the other side, we're up against 4,000 Uruks. I'm going to just make a line, alternate between guard mode and standard ground, and see how we do. And then after this, I'm also going to test shield wall. That's what I'm really here for. But I thought, while I'm doing it, might as well test this too. Alright, so do we have homogeneity here? Seems like it. Alright. Guard mode. So now we've got two groups. These are in standard and these are in guard mode. 2 of each type, 3 types, 6 units in each group. And they're going to come at us. There might be some disruption on the flanks, but for the centre of the line, we should have a pretty good test. These ones are not neat. Might be the extra man, the general. Oh man, I had to sneeze there. Fountain guard. Oh man, I remember really wanting these back in the day. My god. And they're in spear wall by default. Forgot about that. And these have Sheltrum. You can test that. Here they come. 5,000 of them. So this is some of the best heavy infantry on the other side. And when they stand toe to toe in a fair fight against infantry of men, they do well. They have a charge bonus of 4, I think, which isn't that bad. Yep, got casualties. So they all have 201 to start with. I'm curious how the Fountain Guard will do in this. This is a really fair fight. And so far they're coming right into the front of us. They haven't attempted any weird flanking bullshit yet.
Defeat seems almost certain.
This unit is doing really badly. This unit has taken almost no casualties. So the ones that eat a charge seem to be at a disadvantage. Big disadvantage. Numbers look quite close. And it's quite a neat engagement. We are fighting across the entire line. I would never been able to do a test with this many men fighting a fight this big back when I was playing 3rd Age in 2010 or so. What is that over there? one bush. And they have reserves. It's interesting that they've decided to have reserves. So they're losing over here, we're winning. Guard mode on this one and it's doing well. No guard mode on that one, it's doing a bit worse. These two are doing about the same. Going for a flank up here. That might fuck this test up. They're taking the charge, alright. We're definitely losing. This unit is really
Pray
low.
something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
This unit here is doing the best. No wait, this one. This one's outside of guard
Only
mode.
half our force remains.
And it didn't take any charges. Now it's taking a charge. He went down. So far it seems to not make much
Defeat
difference.
seems almost certain.
We're losing across the entire line quite consistently. You can see bulging happening over here. No wait. What's going on there? Seems like we're further forward on the left side. Gondor infantry, are they pushing forward? Or are the spearmen being pushed back? Alright, we broke here. And that was from the non-guard mode group.
Our foolish general has thrown
Yep.
his life away. Perhaps our chances of victory with it.
So, survivability seems to be slightly... Yeah, that's it. Everything's breaking. So I'm just gonna... Everything right. Man, their morale is too good. Right. Alright, hopefully we get accurate stats. Kills are... This one did really well. The spearman did terribly. So it seems to not really make much of a difference. I think guard mode was most useful for me in really long fights with infantry that are really defensive. So axe units that have very high armour, and offensively they rely on their armour piercing. Archers as well, they would sometimes point blank fire if you guard moded them. So it affected behaviour of skirmishers, ranged units. But in terms of actual combat performance, at least here, it seems to be pretty consistent. And yeah, I think if you were playing a battle where you really needed your men to stay in line and not move out, and also I think units normally try and chase routing units, so if you tell a unit to attack another unit, if they're in guard mode, they will not chase after they win. I think that's one of the main uses of guard mode, to not chase units that rout, to stay in position for the next fight. So it affects their behaviour between consecutive fights, but it doesn't really seem to affect their performance in one single fight. So if you are standing, defending a position against a lot of units that are much weaker, and you expect to beat those units in one-on-one fights, but you don't want to chase them when they rout because you want to hold a good position, like on a hill or a choke point, then guard mode is good there. But you don't use guard mode to get a combat benefit, because it seems like there isn't one. And that matches what I've always suspected. Yep. Interesting. Shield wall next.